North Korea, officially known as the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, is located in the northern part of the Korean Peninsula in East Asia. The North Korean government exercises strict control over the country's image, which implies that people cannot take photos without permission. Foreigners usually have their equipment, such as cameras and cell phones, searched or confiscated while in the country. However, leaked photos of North Korea do exist, and many of them are so controversial that the North Korean government does everything to hide them. Without further ado, let's go to the video. Leisure only for the rich. It's hard to imagine how North Koreans have fun in a country known for human rights violations against its population, where 70% face constant food insecurity and are constantly indoctrinated by the state. However, despite the grim images surrounding North Korea, many North Koreans enjoy various forms of entertainment. Behind closed doors, many watch South Korean dramas and movies, which are prohibited by the state but easily accessible through video recorders and CDs in black markets. Although access to these entertainment venues largely depends on socioeconomic class and region, South Korean media is consumed by North Koreans across a wide range of socioeconomic gradients. In 2012, the Munsa Water Park amusement park was opened to the public by Kim Jong-un and his wife, Ri Sol-ju. The park offers exciting options for family entertainment, including water parks and a mini golf course, as well as ice skating rinks and ski resorts for those who can afford it. Generally, these parks and recreational areas are reserved for the top 10% richest in North Korea, while the poorest people have no access. In 2020, it was estimated that 60% of North Koreans live below the poverty line. Fishery industry. The fishing industry in North Korea provides an important supplement to the diet and exports. In 2001, the catch totaled 200,000 tons of seafood caught in the wild and 63,700 tons produced through aquaculture. The main fishing areas are in the coastal regions of the Sea of Japan to the east and the Yellow Sea to the west. Fishing targets and weekly plans were met until 1993. After that, there was a shortage. Current catches are unknown, as is the size of the fishing fleet. Fishing is conducted under military supervision to prevent desertions. Military service also affects men and women. Drafted men can acquire fishing skills, while women are left to work in fish processing plants. North Korea sells fishing quotas in its own exclusive economic zone through Chinese agents. This has forced North Korean fishermen to fish illegally in Chinese and Russian waters, where they are ill-equipped to navigate. The situation has resulted in numerous shipwrecks, especially in the Japanese archipelago, where ghost ships with their dead crews have appeared on beaches. Unfortunately, many North Koreans need to fish for their own food out of necessity, not for fun. This also applies to individual fishermen who do not own leisure boats, something only accessible to the wealthy. Child labor and prison conditions. North Korea distinguishes its prisons based on the committed crime. Those accused of ideological disobedience are sent to prison colonies, concentration camps mainly for political crimes. These camps are surrounded by electric fences and barbed wire, with up to 120,000 people living in each of them. Children suffer particularly, being subjected to all kinds of child labor existing in North Korean society, in addition to the additional work required in the camps, even when almost starving. They are forced to spend most of their waking moments working to meet set quotas. Some are forced to collect recyclable items, while others, usually treated more severely by authorities, collect a considerably larger amount. Additionally, children are forced to perform manual labor. Although each prison colony is large enough to have several schools, the quality of education in these colonies is much worse than in schools in normal society. In the standard school system, a student graduates after 3 years of secondary school and 3 of high school, while in prison colonies education is limited to high school, taught by prison guards instead of trained teachers. As soon as children have a rudimentary education, they are deemed ready and immediately sent to coal mines or workplaces. Those living in orphanages are subjected to a regimented life similar to the military and are constantly subject to the whims of their supervisors. Relief shelters are improvised and have significantly fewer resources. Most children in these orphanages are homeless youths found begging on the streets. Although the government claims that these establishments aim to protect and manage homeless children, living conditions in them are no better than in detention facilities. Child malnutrition. North Korea, with an estimated population of 25 million, has faced continuous food shortages since the 1990s. Pregnant women, lactating mothers, and children under 5 are the most vulnerable. Many of these children tend to die in infancy, at risk of malnutrition due to insufficient vitamins, fats, minerals, and proteins in their diets. Malnourished women are more likely to give birth to low-weight babies and to be unable to produce nutrient-rich breast milk. Low birth weight babies are prone to infections, diarrhea, pneumonia, and chronic malnutrition. About 80% of malnourished children in North Korea are affected by stunting, which not only impacts their physical development, but also impairs their learning ability and productivity throughout adulthood. It's very sad what the poor population of North Korea goes through due to its totalitarian government. Leave in the comments what you think about it, and if in your opinion, there is anything that could be done to help these people.